88 Films brings to Blu-ray the 1983 Shaw Brothers comedy martial arts film. I always want to say classic, but this movie's really good. I might almost call it that. The Lady is the Boss is a Blu-ray 97 minutes directed by Lau Kar-Leung, who you might recognize from Drunken Master 2 with Jackie Chan. He's the older martial arts master in that, and he was in a lot of movies. He directed a handful of movies, in a lot of movies, and features, speaking of being in movies, is in this one, features Lau Kar-Leung, Kar-Leung Hung-Hwai, who was in the Inspector Wears Skirts series and some other stuff. You'd recognize her if you're a fan of Hong Kong films from the 80s and 90s, and Gordon Liu, who is actually the brother of Lau Kar-Leung. And Gordon Liu you probably recognize from things like 36 Chamber of Shaolin. Usually he's bald. He's in Kill Bill or Kill Bill 2. He's in one or both of the Kill Bills. And he's in this with hair, which is interesting to see. Or for some of the movie, he has hair. It is presented in Cantonese 2.0 stereo with English subtitles, optional. It is, as I said, a Shaw Brothers film. And basically the story goes a little something. I'm not going to tell you the whole story. It goes a little something like this. You have this floundering martial arts school in Hong Kong that is the person who started the school lives far away. I think he's gone to America or something. Maybe he's opened up a school in America. And all the word gets through that, the boss is coming back. The boss is going to come back and he's going to help us rebuild the school and up our numbers. We've upped our numbers. Now up yours. He's going to up our numbers of students, and we're gonna rise to martial arts prominence once again. And this is set in 1983, by the way. This is set in contemporary times. I should always put that out because a lot of Hong Kong, a lot of Shaw Brothers stuff is set in the olden days, old-timey kung fu. And this is set very much in the year that this thing was shot. So everybody goes to the airport to welcome the boss back, and who shows up? Not the boss, but the boss's daughter. And she is a very modern, Americanized Chinese woman who is all about doing things new and different and shaking things up. So the comedy here is the conflict between these very traditional people who are very obviously male-oriented and patriarchal, and this is how you do it, and these are the styles we do in Kung Fu, and this is how we do things, and her coming in and going, you don't have to do it that way. There's another way to do this. So this movie features dance club fu. This movie features BMX fu, which is maybe the set piece highlight of the film. Some great melees in this film. Amazing choreography by Lau Kar-Leung that feel like, prime Jackie Chan kind of stuff. It is really good. If you like the classic, what I call the classic Jackie Chan, which is really Police Story, his like mid to late 80s period of stuff, this feels a lot like that, only with a lot of people. It is so funny. It is so well made. It is very 1983 in its look with its leg warmers and headbands and wraparound sunglasses. It reminds me of a movie that's really hard to find that I hope somebody will put out legitimately called Mismatched Couples, which was a Yen Wu-ping film where he and Donnie Yen play these two guys, and it involves a whole lot of breakdancing in the film. Breakdancing fu. There's no breakdancing fu in this, but it's got that same vibe. If you know Mismatched Couples and you like it, really seriously check out Lady is the Boss. Really, Lau Kar-Leung and Kar-Leung Hung-Hwai are just like dazzling in this movie. It is so good. Special features. Sing along if you know the words. There's an audio commentary by Frank Zheng. Frank Zheng is great. He was a Hong Kong movie expert. He ran Tai Seng Video for a long time, and one of the producers of the Enter the Clones of Bruce documentary, which is amazing. And he's on a lot of commentaries, and he just knows his stuff because he grew up in Hong Kong. So he'll say, oh yeah, I went to that airport, and this is how this works, and that's what goes on in this place. So he gives you so much context for the film you've just watched in terms of location, culture, history, and historic filmographies, let's say, of everybody you see on screen. So excellent as always from Frank. Sam Ho on Kar-Leung by Fred Ambrosine. This is one of Frederick Ambrosine's long series of interviews with people from the Hong Kong film industry. That's 14 minutes, and that's just a film critic and historian Sam Ho talking about this movie. And then you get the trailer. It's a minute and a half. It's one of those trailers that was done much later, 2004, and done for the DVD, so I don't really care for those. Still gallery, 3 minutes, set to the score of the film. Now let's look at we have a new slipcase with new artwork for the film. And that's the back. I show you the back like you can read it, but it slips off to reveal the same thing. And then we open it up, and we get same artwork, more or less, on the disc. But wait! And then we get the original poster art as a reversible cover. A lot of times, because I'm weird in particular, if you get a reversible cover with different art than the slipcase, I'll reverse it so that the slipcase shows me one thing. I pull it out. Oh, look, it's a different poster. They also include, on nice thick matte finish paper, a mini poster, which they will do for a lot, not all, but a lot of their releases of the Hsiao Brothers films. And it's a really cool opportunity to get, I go way back, to get the new artwork in a frameable poster, but also, more importantly, to get the vintage Hong Kong artwork on a poster, which is something that would probably set you back a lot of money if you wanted to buy an original, if you could even find an original. So for people like me who like to collect things and like to have as many aspects of the film's original release as possible in a set, it's really cool to be able to get those posters. So that is available now. I highly recommend it if you like the Jackie Chan stuff, if you like the Hsiao Brothers stuff. It's different when you think of Hsiao Brothers, but boy, is this good. And indeed, the lady is the boss.